Hello and good afternoon everyone, and welcome to my Tips and Tricks Thursday. My name is Lucia Visentin and I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Melbourne, Australia. As you pop on, do say hi. If you're new, let me know where you're from. We'd love to know. Today is more of a community service announcement. I will give you a little tip as well though. But what I did want to mention is in November we have some new online exclusives that will be coming up. And one of the things coming up in our new online exclusives will be Vellum. So we will be getting Vellum back with Stampin' Up. It will be 30 by 30, which is, I don't know whether it's better, but when we had it last time, it was only A4. You do get 12 sheets and it will be $17.50. So it's quite a good buy as well. So it does come in a, you can purchase it on its own, but it does come in a suite. Good afternoon, Fiona. It does come in a suite, so I will give you a little sneak peek of the suite as well that it comes with, but you can purchase it individually as well. So the suite that it comes with is called Brushed with Beauty, which is a mega suite. So that is $238. And like I said, these all start in November. So we're already the 23rd of October. So it's not too long before customers can actually order it. And at the moment, demonstrators can actually pre-order as well. So another good reason to join Stampin' Up, because you do get all of those pre-orders that you can do beforehand. So I will actually, I'll turn you around first and then I can show you exactly what it is. Most of you will know what Vellum is anyway, but it is, I feel, a little bit thicker than what we had before. I don't have an old one to compare it with, unfortunately, but it does feel, I'm thinking it is definitely thicker than what we had. But what I wanted to show you is something that looks absolutely fabulous that you can do with it, that changes it, which makes it just pop a little bit more as well. So what I am going to do is bring my cut and emboss machine up, and I will actually give you a preview of one of the embossing folders that are coming out. So this is called the Beautiful Pattern embossing folder, and this does come with that new suite, so with the Brushed with Beauty suite. So what I'm going to do is I have cut a piece of vellum the same size as the embossing folder pretty much, or big enough to be a mount on a card at least. And I am going to pop that in there. It is a 3D embossing folder, so I have got plate number 1. And I'm going to use plate number 4 also. I'm popping my embossing folder in with the fold going through first. Okay, pop plate number 4 on top, and we can pop that through. Once it comes out the other side, what it does is this. So it just gives it, where it's actually been embossed, it turns the vellum white. And like I said, with this little embossing folder, it's quite good. But like with any embossing folder, like if you use this with our gorgeous sunflower embossing folder, would be beautiful. And then you can actually colour it with the blends as well. So what I might do is we might go through each week a few different little things that we can do with the vellum, different techniques we can use the vellum for. So that, like I said, is one of our new embossing folders that will be available from November. The other thing is, I will show you, these are the papers that go with that suite as well. So let me grab these out. So these are called Brush with Beauty, and I can tell you the colours that are in it. Calypso Coral, Darling Duck, Early Espresso, Lost Lagoon, Mossy Meadow, Old Olive, Petal Pink, Secret Sea, and Very Vanilla. And we've probably nearly got all of those colours in this first sheet anyway. Good afternoon, Kim. How are you? Hope you're well. So as usual, we've got our beautiful floral on one side and the plainer on the reverse. I love that our papers have got the two sides, so you can use whichever one you prefer. This is the Darling Duck with the pretty in pink on the back. Now they don't necessarily coordinate back to front, like the back with the front, but it will coordinate with other papers. I mean, that one is going to go beautifully with the floral. So eventually they will all coordinate. This paper is just amazing, Kim. I love it. This one is my favourite, I must admit. I do like the colours in that. And I probably like it because there's not too many colours as well. And it does show up very dark. It's actually, I don't know whether Mossy Meadow is one of the colours it says that's in it. It is, yeah. So it is Mossy Meadow, but it's not actually as dark as it looks. This one looks a bit better. This one, the pattern is actually a little bit lighter than it looks on screen as well. But they are just beautiful papers. I can see a lot of gorgeous cards being made with these. And the background, I was going to pop it with white, but it is actually more Very Vanilla that goes with it. So let me show you the difference. So I will grab out some Very Vanilla cardstock. So that's Very Vanilla there. And then we also have some white. So you could, I still think you could use either. That's the white. But it is definitely, like these flowers are definitely Very Vanilla. But like I said, both, you could still use either as a base, I think. And some of the papers have got the white. Well, I thought it was white behind, but I could be wrong as well. It could be a bit more Very Vanilla. So I think it might have been, yes, this one. So if we're looking at this one, yeah, it definitely is Very Vanilla that goes with that as well. But crumb cake would be another great card base for these as well. I think that would look really lovely. So with all of that, there are, whoops, sorry, got a mind of its own, they're all doing their own thing. Like I said, the colours in them are gorgeous, and this one here does show all the colours beautifully. And these are the gems that go with it as well. See, it's funny, and I think with the gems, they are white. These ones here. So I do think you could use white with it. So the other thing with everything that's starting in November is our packaging is changing. So like I said, today is more a community service announcement, just telling you what's happening in the Stampin' Up world. So we do have, so these are the two sets that come with this suite. So there's the Petals of Beauty. This one here is the stamp set, and this one here is the dies. So the dies now actually have images of all the dies on the packaging as well. And the stamp sets are now in exactly the same, what am I going to say? Exactly the same container as the dies as well. And they are super, super thin. So they're not going to take up much room on your shelving. So when you open these, you will find stamps in them, the same as they were before. The only thing is you don't get an image but it is all there. And it still does tell you, I don't know whether you've noticed ever, but at the bottom of your packaging, it does tell you how many stamps. Case, thank you. I couldn't get my words out. It does tell you how many stamps are in the set as well. So that is there. So you will know, and when you pop them away, you can just count. I'm sure we can all manage that. And then same with the dies. It does tell you at the bottom here, or sleeve. Yeah, words just really hard for me. So I've already got all the little bits cut out of this as well, so I can show you what it does too. Let me just pull them out. So again, the die's in there. And I'm just going to pop them in a container and have them upright in the container just so I can flick through them all, which is what I do with my dies now anyway. So it'll just be that my stamps will be doing the same thing. So these are all the dies. So there's quite a few standalone dies as well as the ones that cut out the stamps. They're all the stamps there, and they're all your standalone. So I feel that's going to be a really gorgeous set. It will take up heaps less room, Kim. I really do think, like for storage, it will be great. And they do fit in one sleeve too. So that's the dies there. So let's pop that in. And I'm going to say you could possibly even take that out completely, flip it round and do it that way, because that's still going to close nicely. So then you've got your stamp on one side and you've got your dies on the other. So yes, they fit. There's no problem with that fitting in the one sleeve. That's actually a great idea. I hadn't thought of that, Fiona. That would work really well. So that is that one. I'll keep that there so that I remember to put it back for now in the sleeve. And then there is this stamp set, which is Just Because. So you've got your quite large Just Because, or your little, and all the reasons why it's just because. So just because you're so kind, just because you're so sweet, just because you're a great friend, just because it's your birthday. I appreciate you. I think you're amazing. I love you, and you've been on my mind. So that, I just think it's an all occasions one. And we do have all the dies from this one as well. So again, there are the dies. I was just going to say, how thick were they before? Like, I'm going to say they were probably nearly 3 centimetres, 2.5 centimetres thick at least before. So we've got all the labels, which will do all of the stamps beautifully. And you have got your Just Because. And then you've got 2 different mounts you can put it on. So you've got this smaller one that will go on. But then you can also then mount it on another. So there's actually 3 different layers that you can do with that. So that could actually be quite gorgeous once you play with that and build it up a little bit as well. So that is my little sneak peek for today. And little hint with the vellum, because like I said, the vellum will be in again once November comes, and there is so many things you can do with it. Some with the alcohol, with the blends, and some isopropyl. There's some beautiful ink blending and things that you can do with it as well. So like I said, we will go through some of those on some Thursdays as well. And if there's any other techniques that you would like, oh, here we go. There's even an eye. I did keep the eye on my on my tape just so I didn't lose it. So there you go. That is it. Short and sweet from me today. I will be back again tomorrow. Yeah, like I said, I always lose the tops of my eyes. So just having some post-it note tape is really good just to keep it. So then it's there when I stick it. I'll stick this on some black cardstock so then you can see them all a little bit better as well for next time. Like I said, be back tomorrow, and I will still, like I said, I'm still going to open the doors of the advent calendar, so I will do that tomorrow and show another card, and be back again on Monday with my regular live. So have a lovely weekend, everyone. There's still registrations open for my class as well. If you check on my business page, there is a little bonus offer happening at the moment too, because there is free shipping until tomorrow. So do check that out, free shipping for any orders over $65. But I have added a little bonus as well. So if you just go to that, you'll be able to see what that is as well. And registrations are still open for my class as well. Yes, I was just going to say, when you are using these little ones here, thank you, Fiona, the adhesive sheets are brilliant, which is, I've done an order for my free shipping, and adhesive sheets are definitely there, because I did use it for my class this time. So all my ladies doing my class will thank me, because I've actually used adhesive sheets behind some of your dies, which I usually forget, as you all know. So that will be a good thing. So like I said, have a lovely weekend, and some of you I will hopefully see tomorrow anyway. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Much appreciated. Bye.